Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about how to find the scale on a graph. So, how do you find the scale on a graph and why is it important? The reason we want to find the scale on a graph is because we want to know how much each little dot or interval on my x or y axis on a graph is moving by, so I can accurately figure out the numbers I'm looking at to create find accurate gather accurate data from my graphs. So determining involves identifying the interval or increment between the tick marks or on the x-axis and the y-axis. So, how do I find the scale on a graph? Please write this equation down in your notebook before you continue. To find the scale on a graph, you need to do for each axis, that is, you need to write down the higher value on the axis minus the lower value on the axis divided by the number of jumps between those values. What do I mean by that? Pick any value. Say I want to find the scale or how much each interval is moving by on the x axis. Within the x axis, I pick any two numbers. Say I'm picking 0 and 10. So what you're gonna do is write down the higher value you picked, in this case 10, minus the lower value you picked, in this case 0. And then you divide it by the number of jumps between those values. So how many jumps is between 0 and 10 between intervals or dots or marks? Where from 0 to 10 we're doing one jump. So divided by 1. So 10 minus 0 divided by 1 is 10, meaning that on the x-axis we're moving by 10 units with each interval. One interval is 10 units. Say I picked other different numbers. Say I picked 0 and 20, or actually 10 and 20 instead of 0 and 10. Then I would do the higher number 20 minus the lower number 10 divided by the number of jumps between those numbers. In this case, one jump between 10 and 20. So that would also give me 10. If you want to write down these steps, you're welcome to do so. In the next video, we're going to practice some questions.